My very first job when I turned 16 years old. Breading. It was here when I came in on Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. It's Thursday morning when I'm starting this and I am lollygagging. I'm in my luteal phase right now. I start my cycle in a few days and I have figured out that I struggle with this week every single month. And it's mainly just my motivation. I don't sleep the best. I struggle with just motivation to get out of bed and get my day started. I don't know, if I could rot away in bed all day, I definitely would if I didn't have any responsibilities. But luckily there are things that force me to get out of bed. I hate this part of the cycle as much as I love being off of birth control and being in tune with my body and my hormone cycle, because I've been off of birth control for a little over 2 years now, and as much as I love being in tune with everything, I do miss when I was on birth control. I never dealt with these hormone swings because I guess with the hormones you're putting in and you just don't have your natural hormones doing their thing. I definitely need to figure out what I can do to help this part of my cycle. I was doing some chat GPTing yesterday with telling it my symptoms, how unmotivated I am this time of the month, and what I can do to help it in the future. And basically it was saying, of course, talk to a doctor about possible PMDD, and although I don't think mine is that severe, I would really hope that I don't have PMDD, but you know, it's possible. I think that it's honestly just something that most women deal with, how I'm feeling this time of the month. So it was giving me tips to basically make the most out of my follicular and ovulatory phases and do things like batching content, doing a lot of planning, just when I have the energy, using that energy to its fullest extent. And then that way, whenever this phase comes, I just give myself a little bit of grace and I'm not hard on myself for not getting things done. I'm definitely gonna try that out because I am really hard on myself whenever I'm not super productive every single day. I get really down on myself if I don't do that. But I just have to remember that this is natural. This is something that most women deal with and it's gonna be all right. So it's 9:27. I need to go into work for a little while. I told my mom that I would groom 2 of her dogs this week, her 2 little dogs. It's been a little while since I've done it, so they're looking pretty scruffy. I was planning on doing 1 yesterday and 1 today, but I just didn't get around to it. It took me forever to get out of bed yesterday morning, and so I went into work way later than I normally plan to and got out of work later, and I just didn't feel like it. That's the plan for today, is possibly grooming one of her dogs. I don't know if I'll get to it, but I'm gonna try. If not, the goal is to definitely have them both done by the end of this weekend. So if anything, I can just do them this weekend, it's fine. But I normally like to vlog Wednesday through Friday, but since I was such a bump on a log yesterday, I did not pick up the camera. So I'm gonna vlog Thursday through Saturday. That's the plan. And yeah, let me stop yapping and we'll just get into the nitty-gritty. I meal prepped some chicken teriyaki with rice for this week, and I also have one more meal that I want to make. I like to do 2 or 3 just to kind of, so I'm not eating the same thing all the time. I'm gonna do sweet potato taco bowls, so I'll probably make that later this afternoon because I'd like to have that for dinner. For my afternoon sweet treat, I've been eating these Atkins peanut butter cups. They're really tasty, actually. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys, I got some new shoes. There was a pair of, I don't know if any of you guys remember, maybe 2 summers ago, there was a pair of shoes from Nordstrom Rack that were similar to this. They were platform sandals. I believe they had 2 overlapping straps and then one around the ankle, and they were like black and white and tan maybe. They probably had other colors, but anyway, I had been looking for something similar, I was looking on eBay. I got the eBay app. I didn't even realize they still did eBay. That's been around for years. And I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about how they've been shopping a lot on eBay. So I downloaded the app and I was looking for those Nordstrom Rack shoes, but I didn't find them. Instead, I found these from the brand Reef, and I know Reef shoes are really good, and they are originally $80, but I got these on eBay for $40, which I thought was quite the steal. So I'm excited. I'm trying to build... Oh, my husband's calling me. Okay, sorry. Christian called me and then we ended up talking the whole way to work, so I just got here. But what I was saying was I'm really focusing on, I guess, the notion of buy it nice, not twice, or whatever it is. But yeah, buy it nice, don't buy it twice. So I'm trying to make sure that I buy high quality things, but I definitely don't mind getting a good deal on them. And I know that my taste in clothing and stuff is I like darker colored things. I like black clothing. I think it looks the best on me. I like browns and tans and some white. So I'm really just trying to focus on buying things that I know that I'll like, instead of buying things that I'm just getting to try and get out of my comfort zone. Because pretty much everyone in my life, like my family, my husband, they're like, we want to see you in some color. And I just don't. I'll buy something that's colorful and I end up wearing it maybe once and never wearing it again. So I've just come to the realization, because I have been like this my entire life. Even when I was a teenager, my mom used to pick on me all the time because I would only ever want to wear black clothing. And I wasn't like a goth kid or an emo kid necessarily by any means. My style, I mean, my makeup and my hair was pretty minimal. But my clothing, I just liked darker clothing. I don't really like patterns. I just like simple things. So anyway, I say all that to say I downloaded the eBay app to, whenever I think of an article of clothing or shoes or something that would be a good addition to my closet to wear, for something that would be timeless, that I can wear seasons over seasons, that would last a while, I can look it up on there and get a good deal. Because those shoes they weren't brand new, but they literally look like new. If the girl wore them, she probably only wore them once or twice and then cleaned them afterwards. They still smell new, they look new, there are no like indentions or marks or anything. So that's what I'm looking for, and I got them for half the price of if I would have bought them in store or online. So definitely a steal. Anywho, I do have some work to do. Well, one thing, literally one thing, and that's the first thing I've had to do all week. I've been here, today's Thursday, I've been here Tuesday and Wednesday with nothing to do. So I was doing like random stuff on the computer. My coworker is out. Typing my password in wrong. My coworker is out because she had surgery on one of her arms. So it's just me for the next good while, because the surgery is the recovery is quite extensive and she has to do physical therapy. She can't lift anything over 2 pounds right now, so you basically can't do anything in the print shop, because I'm pretty sure even a pack of paper weighs over 2 pounds. She's feeling good. We talked on the phone for a while yesterday, and this job is really only meant for one person. It has always just been one person for quite some time. The only reason I got the job here is because she needed to work less, and she takes care of her mother who has dementia. She's her main caregiver, so she just can't work that much, but she still wants to work a little bit. So that's why I got the job. We got a paper order in over the weekend, so I need to put all of this away, which I have been dreading. It was here when I came in on Tuesday, but I hate putting paper away because it's so heavy, but I need to get it done. I forgot to mention my new glasses. I mean, maybe you could have already told because they're way different than my other ones. I'm still getting used to the look of them. I think I very much look like Edna from The Incredibles, but that's neither here nor there. I got to fooling around here at work and I was on Canva. I really want to throw a 30th birthday party for myself. I've never been one for like big birthday parties. Always just done like a simple little dinner with friends. That's what I like doing. But this, I want to make it a big to-do because I'm very excited to turn 30. And it's just going to be, I think, a pivotal year for sure, especially since Christian and I will be moving away, which I have never done before. I've never lived anywhere else. Yeah, I am excited to turn 30 and I want to throw a death to my 20s birthday party. I know that that theme is probably so beaten down, but for me, it just makes sense. And I want everyone to wear all black. I want it to be like a funeral. And so I went on Canva and I was looking up ideas and I made a little mock-up of the invitation. So cute, right? All black. And I wrote on there, I would like everyone to wear black. That would be such a vibe. Of course, I'm not gonna like kick someone out if they don't, but that would be cool if they would. And I emailed a local restaurant down here that has like a party room, more like a private dining area that would fit probably 50 or more people comfortably. I went there for a wedding reception, if you will. There wasn't like music or dancing. It was just like a wedding dinner right after the wedding ceremony, and it was nice. It was just like a nice private area, and that restaurant is delicious. It's something that we frequent for brunch whenever Christian is home. We really like their brunch on Sundays. So I emailed them about renting out the room. I don't even know if it costs anything. A lot of times they just want you to order from the menu, which obviously we'll do. So I'm not sure if it actually costs anything, but I wanted to know and see what I need to do to get it rented out, because you can go ahead of time. I think they just they hold it for like the whole day, even if you're coming there in the evening, and you can go there and decorate. So that way I can kind of deck it out. I can do like black tablecloths and things like that, maybe some balloons and whatnot, just to jazz it up, but it won't be like too much cleanup afterwards. That's the plan. I think that would be great. If not, there's a few other places around here that I can think of that I would like to have it at. So, but there's a really cute like party venue, small party venue that I would love to do it at, but I don't want to have to worry about providing food and setting up, cleaning up too much. I'd rather it be less stress and just go somewhere where everybody can order dinner, minimal cleanup. So that's the plan. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and go home. I think I mentioned this morning that I wanted to meal prep one more thing for myself for this week. even though it's Thursday. I bought stuff to make sweet potato taco bowls, which are super easy to prep. I literally just need to cut up and roast the sweet potatoes and then cook the ground beef. And I'm also making my family ground beef tacos for dinner, so I'm just gonna cook everyone's meat at the same time. And then for toppings for the bowls, I got shredded lettuce, non-fat Greek yogurt for sour cream, pico de gallo. Quick side note, Mabel, my sourdough starter, is doing really well. She's nice and bubbly. I put her in the fridge whenever I was gone for a few days out of town, and I took her out and fed her, and it literally only took one feeding and she started bubbling up and was really pretty again. So I want to make more sourdough this weekend. I ate my last piece of sourdough yesterday, and I also want to try my hand at some focaccia. I've made it before, but it was back when I was in culinary school, and I haven't been in culinary school since I think I graduated in like 2019. So it's been almost 7 years probably since I've made focaccia, but it's fairly easy if you like doing bread. If you're familiar with doing bread, focaccia is definitely one of the easier breads to make, and it's really delicious. So I'm gonna do that with some discard. Probably when I make sourdough loaves this weekend, I'll use my discard to make the focaccia bread. Slight change of plans. My parents came over and they were talking to us for a little bit, and we're gonna crash their dinner at this really good pizza place. It's about 20-30 minutes away, but it's so good. They have the best pizza. They do everything like from scratch there. So we're gonna head out and go meet them. Good morning, happy Friday. I'm gonna stay home from work today because there's really not much going on there, and there's a lot that I would like to do here today. To get my day started, I really want to use my sourdough starter to make some sourdough. What I'm planning to do is just make 1 loaf of sourdough and then a loaf of focaccia bread as well. That's if I have enough starter to do that, and then also be able to feed it again and keep it going. So we'll see, because I may not have fed it enough. We'll see. So I'm gonna go get those started. I have to mix everything together and then let them sit on the counter for an hour before I can do stretch and folds. So while it's sitting for an hour, I'd really like to take my dogs for a walk down to the beach. It's been so long since we've done that. It's been since before all of her bladder stone issues, and now that she's fully healed and can go on a walk without any issues, I'd really like to take them out. And it's a beautiful day. It's been a little chilly this week, but it's actually not chilly today, and it's very sunny and really nice. It feels like spring outside, so I'd really like to take them out while I can. So I'll do that for the hour and then come back, do the stretch and folds and yada yada, and then really I just have boring house stuff that I want to do, like laundry and cleaning and things. So it's gonna be like a homemaking day, which I like those days, so I'm down for it. Okay, it was not enough starter for both, so I'll just do the focaccia tomorrow. I went ahead and made the dough for the sourdough loaf, and then I fed Mabel and put her back over here. So honestly, it's 10:30 right now, and usually once you feed it, it's ready to use like 6 to 8 hours later, depending on the temperature. I think I'm gonna put some tape on it to mark where it's at, and then if it's doubled in size later today, I can make the focaccia tonight. I don't know. I might be up all night if I do that. I'll probably just wait till tomorrow. So yeah, we'll do that in the morning. All right, I'm doing my first stretch and fold. You can hear my dog panting in the back. We had a good walk. It's a beautiful day, but it was a little bit more stressful than it used to be because Leo's eyesight has just gotten so much worse, and I had to guide him a lot, make sure he didn't run into things, and he was very weary about crossing the road and going over railroad tracks, so I did have to pick him up a lot, which is fine. So we just have to adjust to the new normal. But they are tired, and that is great. Got them a good little sniff session in, and now I'm starving. It's almost noon, so I'm gonna make myself some lunch. Some of that sweet potato taco bowl that I was prepping last night, I'm gonna eat that for lunch. And then I'll probably do the second stretch and fold, and then I definitely need to take a shower. We are on our last stretch and fold, and then bulk ferment for 4 hours. I run the water and just wet my hands a little bit so that my dough doesn't stick to my hands. She's looking good. And she feels really good too. I usually let it rise and rest in the microwave because there's like a light under the microwave above the stove top, and it keeps that area warm, and then the microwave is enclosed, and it just it rises nicely in there. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 4 hours. It's 1 o'clock now, so that means I'll be able to shape it at 5 and then put it in the fridge overnight, and I'll bake it first thing in the morning. I got myself a little wet rat. I dried her off as best I could with the towel, and then I'm gonna blow dry her the rest of the way and then give her a little cut. Sweet baby. are done. Can you see her? I'm gonna take her back home now. Guys, I almost forgot it's Outlander Day. It's Friday, so there's another episode of Outlander out. I heated up some of the chicken teriyaki meal prep that I made. Got me a poppy. I'm trying the lemon lime. I've probably had that one before. I tried the Shirley Temple one last night that I've been seeing online. I actually got it by accident. I did not order it on my grocery order, but it was a substitution. I don't remember what flavor I ordered that they substituted it for, but anyway, it's pretty good. I mean, if you like cherry, you'll like it. I'm not a big cherry fan, but it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna go chill out for a little while and watch an episode. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. My sourdough loaf turned out beautiful. The morning is actually almost over. It's 11:20 right now, but we have a family lunch at 12, so I'm trying to hurry up and get ready because naturally I'm running behind. We really need to leave here in like 10 minutes, so but I mean, my makeup's almost done, my hair is done, and I have my outfit picked out, so I'll be okay. But yeah, my sourdough looks really good. I think I'm gonna have to hold off and do the focaccia tomorrow because I'm already past the point of the starter like being at its peak. It's already fallen. This thing is so hard to open. It's the Sephora eyeshadow. Haha, here we go. Alright, don't mind my messy room, but all ready to go. Trying out my new shoes. I think they look good. It's very springish feeling outside, so I'll see you guys after lunch. My very first job when I turned 16 years old was at this little coffee stand inside of our local mall. It was definitely not like, I don't want to say legit coffee. I don't know. When you go from that to Starbucks, we were doing some janky stuff at that first job. But I remember like Starbucks Frappuccinos, we had frozen drinks similar, and they came in bags of a powder, and you like added that to a blender with ice and milk, and that would make your, we called them frosts. That would make your frosts. And I remember there was a vanilla chai powder. There was a spice chai, which was just like a regular chai, I guess, and then a vanilla chai. And you could also mix it with hot milk and it would melt together. And the vanilla chai was always so good. That was one of my favorites. So I just made a chai tea. I like to keep a few different types of tea on hand. I've been real big on peppermint lately, but I made a chai today with, I have vanilla Torani syrup. I put a little bit of that in there and some milk, and it tastes very similar to that. It's like nostalgic. It's bringing it back. I was at that job for probably 2 years. It was fun. I actually worked there with my best friend, so you can imagine what that was like when we were 16 years old, cutting it up at a job.